Okay, folks, hold up. You need to see this.
I've suffered a lot. I've slept in my car. I had no money. I didn't have a wash for...
Marco from Pro Gains goes into the Dragon's Den with big dreams. And let's just say it didn't go as planned. But how did he mess up so bad? Let's break it down and have a real conversation about what went wrong.
My name's Marco. I'm the director of Pro Gains. I'm here to ask for a 5% investment for £125,000. What Pro Gains is, we started in January 2015. With this product, I believe that we've set up a product where we can have tailor-made nutrition, which they can decide what meals they like through our website. In August, we started trading. As of today, we've turned over $250,000. At the moment, within 2 weeks, I'm going to be in a position where my kitchen can handle 20,000 units a day, which means we can turn over 25 million in a year. I believe that with your expertise, with your knowledge, then this investment is a no-brainer.
So can I describe what I think you've got here? Because I don't know whether I missed it, but I wasn't really clear.
This is where Marco starts selling his business, Pro Gains. But wait, what is his business really about? He's not very clear with the Dragons about what he's selling. So how can you even sell your business if you don't know what you're selling, Marco?
To your needs.
Pro Gains.
That's right. Pro Gains to progress is the motto.
Okay. And is there any sort of protection or anything on any of this?
We're trademarked and we're in dispute with a company called Maxi Muscle for the trademark, which they're objecting to because they have a bar called Pro Gain.
Gosh, I stumbled across something there, didn't I?
Yeah.
That was...
No, I was open to saying this.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
Right, so Pro Gains is actually technically protected. So legally, you have
I've got the trademark. Yeah, I've got the papers
You've got the papers to say it's trademarked.
Yeah, 100%,
okay.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
Obviously, we applied for the trademark. It was granted, but then there was an objection by this company. And with that,
Sorry, before it was granted or after it was granted?
No, it was granted and then they objected.
How much money have you spent on that so far?
£170 it was.
What, to get the trademark?
Yeah, to get the trademark, yeah.
Does that sound really, really cheap to somebody?
Sounds very cheap.
That's unbelievably cheap.
Yeah, £120.
You spend £175 to get your trademark?
Yeah, that's how much it costs to, yeah. I've got the certificates for you to look at.
Actually, can I look at the certificate?
Yeah.
This is getting a little uncomfortable. If you notice, he's just going in circles. This person has the answer, he doesn't have the answer, and at the end of it was a lie. So what's really going on?
Is this the only... Have you got another piece of paper?
I think that's all I've given you, yeah. I haven't, yeah.
Well, it's not trademarked, is it?
Well, no, that's what I've been sent to
It
from my
is an
accountant.
examination and acceptance of a trademark application for publication.
Yeah.
Please don't look me in the eye and tell me you thought for 1 second that was a trademark.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't even look at it. My father is my accountant. I asked him am I trademarked? He said yes. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm a businessman where I know how to sell a product and I'm good at marketing my product.
Yeah, but you also know how to tell me you've got a trademark when I asked several times.
Yeah, which I honestly believe I had.
Hold on, did he just say his dad told him that his company was registered and he didn't even bother to go and check? Brother, you're pitching to $1 million dragons here. You're pitching to dragons for money. You can't be unprepared like that.
Right, how do I know what else is going on in the business that you're telling me and I haven't got a clue?
Because if you ask me, I'll tell you.
No, but you've just but you've just asked.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is like arguing. This is like arguing with cotton wool.
I'm here to be an open book, and obviously
but you're not an open book.
Right, okay.
Because clearly, you told me categorically several times you've got a trademark and you haven't.
Yeah.
So what else are you completely wrong about in your business?
That's pretty much it. Because that's the only thing that I'm not in control of. Because that's the only thing I'm not in control of. I'm a control freak.
This dude doesn't even know if his company is trademarked. So if I was a dragon, I'd be asking myself, there's no way I'm giving him my money.
Which bit do you have control of?
Running of the business, the everyday business.
Now, what does running of the business mean? Making the food?
No, I go in
Promoting Pro Gains when you don't own the brand?
Promoting the product.
When you don't own the brand?
What? I own the business. It's the business.
Don't own Pro Gains.
Pro Gains.
Whichever, you
well,
don't
no one
own
owns
it,
Pro Gains.
You don't own Pro Gains.
Right, okay.
It's not your trademark, is it?
The company, I own the company, which is what's making me money, not the trademark. The company.
Now, fortunately, he has sales, but if I was a dragon, I'd be leaning back, checked out already.
Deborah Meaden is not impressed. And now Peter Jones seems to be warming up to one of his favourite subjects, the hefty price tag Marco has placed on his company.
Where do you get that this is worth £2.5 million?
I don't think it's worth £2.5 million. I'm basically valuing it on the progression of the company. As this month alone, I've turned over 80,000.
But if I gave you £2.5 million to buy this brand off you today,
Yeah, I wouldn't sell it.
well, you'd be mad.
And I wouldn't be mad.
If I gave you £2.5 million,
Yeah.
you'd surely go and
wouldn't
sit on
sell
a
it.
beach and smoke your cigar, wouldn't you?
No way. That's not enough for me to smoke cigars. I need 20 million minimum.
What?
I'm here to succeed, and I'm going to succeed in my product.
I'm not convinced that I could even make this worth £2 million if I...
Well, I will. It's worth $1 million now.
Oh, right.
Ah.
It's worth $1 million
Yeah.
now.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Is
Okay.
that what you wanted to know? Sorry.
Yeah, so...
What-
It's worth $1 million.
Well, that means that you're thinking that for 125,000 you'd get something like 12%.
No,
You're
5%.
offering 12%.
No, 5%. I said.
No, you've just told us the business is worth $1 million.
Correct.
So you're going to change your ask.
No.
He's saying that his business is worth half, but he won't take that amount. And at the end of the day, he wouldn't even sell it for less than 20 million. You already heard one of the dragons say he's not even able to make this company worth so much, but I think Mark was just delusional.
Okay.
The reason why I'm not changing my ask is because I believe in my product and I know it's going to succeed. And with you lot involved, I'm going to get there quicker.
Marco, can I just ask you a question? Have you ever watched Dragon's Den?
Yeah, of course.
So, have you ever seen anybody walk into the den and say, my business is worth half of what I'm asking you to invest in, but I'm not going to change the valuation and I want you to invest in that price?
Have you ever met someone who's got that ambitious that he wants to be free from life and be a billionaire?
How many people do you think we see stand in front of us telling us that their businesses are going to be worth a fortune?
How many people do you know that have started in August and turned over $250,000 in the
Well,
businesses?
some.
Yeah, right, okay. And how well are they doing?
Well,
Right. And that's what I'm doing. I want to do better than well. I want to be the best meal prep company.
have you got something in your past that can help me get across that line and believe that? What have you done other businesses that have been hugely successful that'll just shut me up?
My life is to do with sales, and that's where I've got this confidence. And
So have you had a business that's been really, really successful in the past?
If you notice, Deborah's getting very irritated, and that's because Marco just doesn't have the social proof or the financial proof to be worth so much. I like the confidence, but he's a little crazy.
I've run other people's businesses where I've run strip clubs and bars abroad.
You see, I wasn't expecting that either.
No. Well, I worked in Iron Napa, so you can imagine what I was doing there, so.
No, I will not be imagining what was going on
don't
in
imagine
Iron Napa. But
My girlfriend won't be too happy.
girlfriend or wife?
Girlfriend, future fiance.
Oh,
she's
does
one
she
of the
know that?
She's one of the she's one of the pinnacle reasons why I'm succeeding. I slept in the car for 6 months with my girlfriend, working 38-hour shifts, cooking, delivering, doing everything from the bottom.
Marco, all of that is, and I mean this genuinely,
Yeah.
all of that is very, very admirable.
That
and
motivates
I mean that. It's very admirable, but
Yeah.
the outcome of that is not always a successful business.
No,
Because
of
if it
course
was
not.
as easy as saying, I'm going to give everything up and sleep on the floor, and then one day I'll be really, really wealthy.
That's not what I
You've
think.
got to understand the mechanics of business.
Yeah.
And to be honest, your pitch so far has been all over the place.
Yeah, of course, I
You know,
understand.
it's not good enough to say that you don't know that you've got a trademark. It is not good enough to say that your
Very
value is half the
irresponsible.
value that you've asked us. None of that is good enough. And that's the bit you've disappointed on.
Yeah.
Not the sales bit.
No, of course.
So I'm really sorry, but I won't be investing. I'm out.
So is your factory, or your kitchen, my apologies,
kitchen, yeah. Unit converted
suitable
into a
for
kitchen.
anybody to come and inspect?
It's funny that you should say that, because one of my meetings was, when I first moved into the unit, is I went ballistic because of how messy they left it. And
Right.
I licked the desk and I said, this is how clean it should be. I should be able to lick the desk. And can you imagine all the staff trying to keep a straight face when I was doing that. And I kept a
I'm
straight
trying
face.
to keep a straight
Yeah,
face.
well, there you go, and I said, that's how clean my kitchen should be. And if it's not clean like that, ask yourself why.
I'm not going to be the person to get you there, so good luck.
Thank you.
I'm afraid I'm out.
I know what it's like to sleep on the floor.
Now, this is where it gets real. Peter Jones steps in Everybody respects Peter Jones as being the #1 shark. And you can tell he's had it out for Marco's delusions. He's like, let me tell you something about being broke.
Yeah,
I spent 8 months of my life in a warehouse.
yeah,
And I didn't even have warm water. I didn't have any money.
yeah.
There's a little part of me that took me back 20 years, and it's in you, and I can see it. You do have something. You do have a business that has delivered £250,000 worth of revenue.
That's correct.
Not many people can go and do that from nothing.
No.
And you've done it. Do you know what? You're the type of individual that is wholly investable with a bit of help. However, there's a big difference though. When I dreamt, and there's nothing wrong with having ridiculous dreams, because you're coming across as frankly ridiculous
Okay.
with your statements about your aspirations and your dreams when it's not backed up with some real business sense.
My dream.
Right, no, hang on.
Yeah.
Marco, I'm not going to invest,
Okay.
but I'm going to send you on your way saying good luck to you, and I hope in life
We'll
it
meet
turns
again.
out to be good for you.
We'll meet again.
I'm out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good.
Thank
See
you.
ya. Good luck.
Yes, thank you.
Peter starts schooling him about real hard work, real success. This is what Marco needed to hear, but I don't think he was ready for it. You know, on one hand, Marco's been homeless, Marco's been sleeping in his car, so there's a lot of emotions involved. Peter wasn't just talking about business, he was talking about struggle. He told Marco, I didn't have anything but a dream. Real entrepreneurs know this. It's about putting in the grind, not just dreaming about the end game. So, something to learn at home. Start grinding, start hustling. Don't just sit back and relax.
I believe that they feared me. They feared my dominance. You know, they're dragons, but I'm a bigger dragon. I'm an evolved dragon. It's a powerful mindset that I've got, you know, and I'm just an evolution of what they are.
But Peter just reminded him that being grounded is what actually gets you there. You can't just have delusions in your mind about being successful. You have to go and put in the work. At the end, nobody gave him any money, and all the dragons walked out. You can't just expect to talk your way into all of this. You got to have your facts straight and know your pitch. Look, I love that Marco had the passion. He had the guts to go up there, stand up to the dragons. But he didn't even have his business sense. He didn't know his business back and forth. He couldn't handle the pressure, and now he's walking away with nothing. At the end of the day, I like Peter's advice. You need more than a dream to make it a business. You need preparation, strategy, and a clear plan. Marco didn't have any of that, and it cost him big time. He's just got to learn from this experience. And that's the same thing you got to do. Learn from your failures. Listen, success does not happen overnight. You've got to be willing to put in the work. If you want free sales and marketing tips, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, make sure to always keep dreaming, but make sure to never stop grinding.